looking at quarterback number 3, Saquon Smith for the Lions. He's 6'1", 200 pounds, and he gives it straight ahead to Young, and the Grambling Tigers are now and 8 yards to go. So he got 2 yards on that run. Smith looking to pass, and now he's going to be pulled down in the backfield. Tigers with a lot of pressure.
It's the heritage of Grambling. He's all about getting it back to its greatness.
3rd and long. Smith throws near the sideline. It's going to be low, and it's an 99. Seems to be a weird number for a punter. He's kind of a big fella too, because he plays on the defensive line, so he gets his kick away. It sails deep, and here come the Tigers on the return. It's a big return. And Grambling's going to take over in great field position. But for the last 2 years, he was the starter at Alabama State. And he starts with a handoff to Chance Williams. And Williams, behind that big offensive line, is going to pick up close to a first down. That's going to be 9 yards on his first kick for the Tigers. Now it's 6 yards to go after the penalty. Handoff goes to Chance Williams again, and this time he's taken down quickly. Big number 90, Limroy leaves. Still on the field, split out wide. Empty backfield for the Tigers. Crawley will throw on the slant. Has his man. It's a completed pass to Antonio Jones. And we will see what it out quickly. And the Tigers picked up the first down. So the drive will continue. Crawley to throw again. Comes back to the top of the screen, and his receiver slipped down on the play. That was Javon Robinson. Bring up 2nd down now, and 15 yards to go for the first down. Crawley will dump it off underneath, and they have nowhere to go. It's to Robinson again, and look at the response from the defense by Florida Memorial. Grambling now with a 3rd down and long to go for Crawley. In the pocket, steps up, has a beautiful pocket, and completes this pass. A nice catch inside again by number around today. They're going for it on their first possession. Tigers come into this game 0-2, so they're trying to make something happen. Crawley has some time. Fires near the sideline. What a great catch over there. And that's going to be a first down for the Tigers if he's in. This time they go back to Young again. Quick cut, nice spin, and he's into the open field, and a great run right there by George Young, who came into this.
They weren't expecting him to go anywhere, and they weren't ready.
So they go back to Young again. Nice cut inside, and Coach talked about that great vision that he said he has, but he's also. Smith will have 3 wide receivers to his right. And the handoff. And a nice gain by Florida Memorial. The Lions doing a great job of moving the ball this time. That was Walt's punch for most of the game at running back. Saquon Smith turns, and he gives it off, and not much room inside. The Grambling Tigers respond. They do a great job on that line up front. 3rd and 4 to go for the first down. Pump. Didn't throw the football. Now he's going to run with it. Got a hole. He dives forward, and he comes up with a first down. A nice job by Game against the Grambling Tigers. Comes back, and he hands off straight ahead, and it's Wilbon again, and he's going to push the pile forward only for a couple of yards. You know what's interesting about that is only the second soiree into the
fixed it.
2nd and goal to go now. Smith looking to his left, and the pass is blocked down. A good block by the Grambling Tigers on defense. That was number 98, Jaden Harden, to Smith's right. And Smith is going to pass it. Fires into the end zone and is tipped away. A fine play by Cedric Anderson, who got his hands on it and knocked that. 6'3", 270 pounds, as I mentioned before. He also plays on the defensive line, and he punched that one through. Wasn't the prettiest kick, you, but the top with the job as the Tigers start 1st and 10, and they go to the run again. And the handoff goes straight ahead to Chalk, it appears. He's going to pick up about 4 or 5 inside. But I said, what gave Tony a guy that would mesh with his style? And that's why Tony Hull is calling the plays for the Grambling Tigers. So they go back to Falk, caught in the backfield, and he's going to be dropped. A great job by that defense from Florida Memorial. He had completed enough for 450 yards and 3 touchdowns, and here he is. He's going to put this one in the air, or at least try to. Throws it out near the sideline, has a man, caught, slips a tackle, dives over the 50, and a nice job right there by Javon Robinson.
It doesn't have time to move.
Tigers going quickly now, back to the line of scrimmage. Go back to the run, it's Falk, and he goes up the middle with some power, and look at Falk. Chalk, Floyd Chalk. The Grambling Tigers on a drive. They come back, gives the football to Chance Williams. He goes off tackle and a flag comes down. But a nice game by Chance Williams as he takes it for about Tigers up in great field position. They're definitely in the red zone now. Crawley back to pass. Fires and he bounces it into his would-be receiver there. It's going to go down as an incomplete pass. Was trying to get it over to for the incomplete pass. Turns and he hands it off again. It's going to be his running back, Williams. Williams makes a great move, and Chance Williams is in for the touchdown. How about that move? A little Dan's got the hips shaking right there at the end, and he takes it in for the touchdown.
Come around the edge, and he sets up the defender right here. Hey, I'm going to come out inside. No, back outside. And he's got such speed that he just shake the defender right out of his shoes. Great job there. And again, reading his blocks. Sets him up, going in. No, I'm not. There it is.
That's going to wipe a touchdown off the board, and Grambling will have to go back to work with the football. So Crawley comes back, completes it inside to Robinson. Robinson with the speed, and he scores. It's a touchdown to Javon Robinson. So the Tigers come right
to the team, everyone in the university for something like that. When you have a young man pass away for whatever the reasons, it is tough. And again, it brings the reality to these young men, and they are playing super hard for them.
And back to the live action on the field. A big play by the Grambling for the Lions. And the give is to Young, and Young has some room. He goes off tackle, but a nice burst by Young, and he's going to pick up a first down for the Lions.
Yeah, and
Florida Memorial had a nice 1-2 punch in the backfield with Young. And there goes Young again, trying to get around the corner. Could not do it with Young and Wilbon, and both. So. Quarterback today. And Smith will try to pass it on third down. He has some pressure and he throws. And a nice job by the Tigers of breaking that one up. He had the ball on the money, but number 2, the football resting on the 30-yard line. Crawley to throw it. Has some pressure. Dumps it underneath, and a big play by the defense. Deshaun Davis, one of the top defenders. So second down coming up for the Tigers. Crawley looking downfield, has a man out there, and he barely overshot him. But he had a man with a couple of steps. That was. So it's going to bring up third down now for the Tigers from Grambling. Crawley steps up in the pocket, throws near the sidelines. It's caught. High pass, but it's caught and stepped out of bounds with the first down is J.R. Waters.
The continuity of your team, you have to get it together very fast.
First and 10 for the Tigers, and they go to the handoff, and that's going to be Elder dropped in the backfield. Pounder, he's a freshman. So an empty backfield now for Crawley. Throws it, completes his pass. Nice job down the sideline. The receiver still on his feet. That is Tylen Williams with a big. So the snap, and they go to the run. It's Elder again. He's the third running back we've seen in today for the Tigers. So the Tigers come back. Nice fake by Crawley, and then he throws it away. Had a man running toward the end zone, but I think he just threw that one away. A third and short for the Grambling Tigers. They go to the pitch to Elder. Another flag is down. Elder turns the corner, and he dives out of bounds at around the 4-yard line, but there was another flag thrown down right at the line of scrimmage. Let's move on. First and 10. Elder on the carry again, and he's in for the Grambling touchdown. Keelan Elder on the carry, and that's just sheer power right there. Ball back to around the 2-yard line, and Smith will pass it. Throws it near the sidelines, and that might have been picked off by the Grambling Tigers. Chris Degree was right there, and the pass was a little low. Snap is high, but they handled it, caught in the end zone, and he's going to be dropped for safety. A great job by the Grambling defense.
Jordan Harris.
Boy, they got there in a hurry. Harris led the charge.
Yeah, watch this one more time. Watch him just coming, barreling through, and he grabs him. Big number 98's the one that started the party in the backfield.
Jaden Hardy will be back.
Here before the half.
So after the safety, Grambling got the kickoff, and here they go, 1st and 10. Going deep, and he has his receiver, and it's knocked away. Antonio Jones had his hands up. 5, the Tigers will go back 5. This time, Crawley with a great fake, and then it goes, a pass is a little too hot, and it goes down as an incomplete pass. He is excellent at doing that, and he does a great job with that. So that'll bring up 3rd and probably 15 yards to go. Crawley looking downfield, going deep, and he overshoots everybody. The pass is too strong, and it's an incomplete pass.
Yeah, tough one. You could tell.
Footed kicker. Giles takes his time.
What
and a really great kick. Really great kick.
Went up 3-zip, and I think the opposite happened in Florida Memorial. Looks like they lost their
Wilbon breaks it into the secondary, and just like that, Walt Wilbon comes up with a huge run
for his teammates.
Lions will try to throw it this time. Smith is flushed from the pocket, still looking downfield, and he has his man, but a good defensive play by the Tigers to break that up. Anderson in the Grambling secondary. So on 3rd down, Smith again has to roll to his left. Looking deep down the field, has a receiver, and he puts it right in the basket. A great pass from Smith. Saquon Smith with a beautiful shot downfield. Time this year, this is his 1st game of the year, and boy, is he making a big contribution. So Smith again steps up in the pocket, turns on the Jets, and he does a great job. Grambling put the pressure on, but Saquon Smith, quarterback, has 2 wide receivers to his right. Turns and hands again. And a good job by Wilbon, who bangs his way forward. And like Coach told us, man, he had never in last week, though. Wilbon, 146 and 2 touchdowns. This is Young this time. Around the right side. Flag goes down. Young goes down at the 1-yard line. But we will see who the penalty is against. A nice running play. Young was called back, so they're in a hole now. Turn, give it to Young again. Cuts back inside, and Young is going to get it almost back to the original line of scrimmage. By the way, Jorge Patrick. Morset, number 4, is to the left. Smith stepping up in the pocket, looking deep over the middle, and he had a man open in the back of the end zone, but the ball came late. He was trying.
Of Grambling are really playing well. Nobody's just left open.
4th down now. Man open, and it's going to be a touchdown for the Lions. A great pass by Smith, and he got it over to Frank Bentley.
Yeah, and I was just saying Grambling hasn't left a hole in their defense, and right there, they had a hole, and the Lions found it.
Pounder is going to attempt this extra point, and it's going to be blocked by the Grambling Tigers. That's still a live ball. You can pick it up and run with it, fellas, and he's going to be pushed out of bounds. So that Grambling is doing from an offensive standpoint with a new offensive coordinator. And right there, they go back to the run again, and they're having a lot of success with the run as Floyd Chalk takes it off tackle, picks up a.
But yeah, the balance and having a new offensive coordinator there and getting the feel of it. Look at that run.
Back to Chalk again, still on his feet. Floyd Chalk with a huge run for the Grambling Tigers, and he just would not be denied there. Good job.
Effort, it's fantastic.
So Crawley to throw it this time. Fires near the sidelines, and that was a dangerous pass that was almost picked up. Was the nearest defender to it, almost got that one. So this time they come back to the run. Go to Chance Williams. Williams bounces off of 1 defender, and he's going to be forced out of bounds, and good job there, and not put it out on the field. After all of that, it's 3rd down and 10 yards to go. And he goes to Chalk, and Chalk is caught from behind and dropped. And get 4th and 9 to go for a Grambling 1st down. Crawley at quarterback. Has to roll to his right. Still looking downfield, and Crawley's hit and dropped. A fine defensive play there by the Lions. Saquon Smith back at quarterback again. Has some time this time. Floats it downfield. This time he overshoots his man, and it's almost intercepted by the Tigers. Chris DeGree had his hands on it, and if they lose a little bit of time here, As Smith goes back to pass, he gets out of it, drops the ball, picked up, no, it's still loose, and the Tigers come up with it. Jaden Hardy, the big fella, number 98, came down on the football.
Yeah, I'll tell you, he came down with it, and it got slapped right out right there. Big 43 tries to pick it up on the run, and 98 Hardy winds up with it. How about that? He got a safety.
Wanted to see them come up with some turnovers and force some turnovers, and that was a big one right there. Chalk on the handoff. And he's going to pick up a nice gain. Make it about 6 yards, 5 yards on the carry for Grambling. 2-minute mark here in the first half. Fake to Chalk. Come back the other way to Lyndon Rash. And the big fellow tries to pick up what he could get. He probably got the first down on the play. Reggers. Ball resting at about the 17-yard line. Crawley to throw it again. Comes back near the sideline, and it's going to be dropped by Josh Quiet. The big tight end, a very talented. Second down now for Grambling. Crawley back for the sidelines, and he saw he was covered, just threw that one in the dirt. Had some pressure on him, but that time, Josh Quiet, their first victory of the year. They lead it. Crawley goes to the little screen, dumps it off, and the flag comes down as soon as Chance Williams made the catch. Chance Williams is in for the touchdown, but we do have the flag to check out on the field. But that guy is so explosive and
move here. I mean, look at this touchdown again. Nice little safe pass, and then right there, that turn. He just turns it up. Great acceleration. Trying to run the ball out.
Saquon Smith with the handoff, and he goes to Wilbon, and Wilbon is caught and thrown down. A big play. Johnson, one of the Saquon Smith taking his time. Down to 45 seconds to go. Up to throw this time. Fires near the sideline, has a man open. That's a completed pass, and that may be a late hit out of bounds. Smith to throw it again. The lefty fires, and it's an incomplete pass. He was coming back across the middle, trying to hit Jackson Marset, and not surprised that we might not see him in the second half, son. So Smith again pumps it, still has time, and he overshoots his receiver coming out of the backfield. That was Browder again. Big third down coming up right here for Saquon Smith. He has to scramble again to his left. Looking downfield, it goes, and Saquon Smith's going to have an incomplete pass on the play. So now Tigers will get it.
I just don't think that's something that's going to be there for you now.
Punt is away. Goes deep. Tigers will have it on the return. And that's going to be up to the 42-yard line. And that's about it on the return. Crawley back, turns, hands to Chance Williams. Chance can be a home run hitter. Ball is on the turf. Let's see. Nope, that wasn't it. He's caught. It looked like he fumbled the ball for a second, but it was a shoot. We're just about ready to get underway. Walt Wilbon to kick it off. And the Tigers will have it. Short kickoff, fielded at about the 16-yard line. Grambling still moving that ball upfield, and a nice return on the play. Joshua Johnson. Tigers with the ball over the 40-yard line to start the second half. They go to Williams to get it started, and once again, that defense from Florida Memorial is in the backfield. A big play by Christian Mabel on the play. Crawley to Williams again. Tries to turn the corner, and he's caught again in the backfield. This time it's Tyreek Collins catching him and swinging him down. So they go with two runs.
Spring to the ball.
Ball back to the 36-yard line. 3rd and 16. Crawley is caught and dropped in the backfield. A big sack on the play. Number 8 into the backfield, coming up with a huge play.
Celebrating on the sidelines, and for this right here, a pick six. The linebacker steps in front of the ball, reads it, and how about not does he get in front of it, but he goes all the way for the pick six.
Hey,
if you're a linebacker and you do that, whoo!
That was Lewis Matthews, and you talk about this. We've been talking about him all day long. You saw the pass
you were talking about earlier.
So Williams turns and he hands off. Not much going on right there as that Grambling front four shuts down George Young. And 7 to go for the first down. Antoine Williams gives again on the handoff, and they're going to push it up close to the sticks. It's going to be just short. So Williams does a good job of churning those legs and getting it right.
Don't be surprised if they run right at him.
3rd down, the pass deep is caught. A good pass from Williams, and he has his man as he pushed out of bounds. That is Markel Lee. So Antoine Williams running the offense now, gives it to Young. Young in the open field, and he just couldn't quite escape that last tackle. He had one man to beat there and couldn't get away. So now we have 3rd and 4 for the Lions to keep it alive. They give it to Wilbon. He has a hole, and Wilbon, it's a foot race now as he fakes inside, cuts to the outside, and Wilbon is into the end zone. Let's see where the official marks it. Now they're going to mark him short. Woo. He did knock down the pylon there. Line, 1st and goal to go, and it's Wilbon, and he dives in for the touchdown for the Lions. So really, they did a great job of getting downfield and getting that touchdown. Wilbon and the running of George Young that led the drive. So here we have the kick back to the Grambling Tigers. Once again, the kick is down to only about the 10-yard line. And here come the Tigers on the return. It's Marquise Britton, and Britton is going to be hammered down after he crossed midfield in a nice return by the Grambling. Miles Crawley still at quarterback. Fakes the handoff, fires a strike, and it's, well, completed pass. What a catch by Antonio Jones. A big hit by the defense, but
that ball.
So 2nd down for the Tigers. Crawley fakes it, rolls to his right, has a man all by himself, and he's going to have the 1st down and more. He slips away, and it's just down the sideline he goes. And a big play for number 17, Tylon Williams, as he turned that into a huge touchdown for the Grambling Tigers.
Wow. That is special. Just wants whatever's open. Does a great job. Nice and calm. Puts the ball where he can do something with it. And again, look at that juke move. And then 19 with a great block there. And then that's it. It's off to the races there.
Antonio Jones coming back to help out his buddy. Gave him just enough. They've done a good job running the football in this game tonight. So they come right back today, with Keno Marset on the carry. Come back with the run again and some room inside, but a big tackle by Lewis Matthews. Man, this guy's having a ball game today. So here comes the 3rd down, 3rd and long. Williams steps up, and he's going to be caught and dropped, and Matthews was coming, but Johnson got there.
His playmakers took care of him as well.
So he turns and gives it straight away to Chalk, and Chalk running with some authority there. He banged his way close to the sticks. He's going to be just shy of that 1st down. Think about Crawley. He's a guy, but you never know what's going to happen. Bad snap over Crawley's head. Picked up in the backfield by Chalk, and that's going to be a huge loss for the Tigers. But back to snap the football. Crawley puts a man in motion. That is quiet. He has to step up in the pocket under some pressure, throws it out near the sidelines, and he was just unloading that football. So it's an incomplete pass. Years on to guys with different teams, and so it was very difficult to manage. So the pass is complete. So Florida Memorial making a move here on 1st down with the completed pass to Jamal the year for the Grambling Tigers. Handoff to Young, and look at this guy. Excuse me, that was Wilbon, but he shot through that hole like Young. Nice fake by Antoine Williams, and then he completes the pass to Browder, but a nice fake inside.
And if fans want to know why the quarterback and the team will just stop and look to the sidelines.
Lions are trying to move it real, got up to the line of scrimmage. In a hurry. They're trying to get it anymore. You signal in the plays you want. Williams this time, pressure underneath him, dumps it off to Young. And George Young is not going to pick up much this time.
Yeah, and
3rd and about 6. Williams floats it, had a man wide open. Wide open was running back George Young, and he just extended him a little too far, just wide open. So now we got 4th and 6 after missing a potential touchdown. This time Williams is chased out of the pocket. On the right side, fires over the middle, has a man wide open, and that is the 1st down for the Lions. Markel Lee right at the 19-yard line for the Lions. They go back to the running game. Nice move to get something out of nothing. Keno Marset getting some action now. So Antoine Williams, that quarterback, gives straight ahead, and they just move the pile. A good job. That looked like it was George Young inside on the carry.
Bowman back there, they're just all the same.
They go quickly, and boy, he just about broke that one for a touchdown. It's good. Got the first down and almost got a touchdown. This time the ball is loose. The snap is bad. Boy, that was very strange. You saw Marset not go for the football. He went for the Grambling Tiger instead of return. We get another look.
Yeah, because you can see they're both running together, and I think they thought, okay, they got it. And no one got it except the Grambling Tiger.
First and 10 from the 20-yard line. Crawley trying to scramble out of the pocket, just has to throw it in the ground. He had Josh Quiet coming underneath, but good 3 for 202 yards and the 3 touchdowns. This time he gives it to Elder. Elder has a seam. Elder into the secondary, still on his feet, finally dragged down at midfield. But Keelan Elder ripping off a big run right there. You don't lose anything with whoever's in the backfield. And this time the nice fake by Crawley, but he had nowhere to go as the Lions made a big stop on the outside. 5 yards a carry as Grambling now has a 3rd and 10. Crawley near the sideline, complete to Quiet. That'll be his first down, and the Tigers will move the sticks.
What, to get better long term.
After the penalty, 1st and 15 now. Pass near the sideline is incomplete, but a great effort over there by J.R. Watt. We have 11:49 to go in the game. Crawley with a nice fake, still has it, dumps it underneath to his big tight end, still on his feet, tiptoed down the sidelines, and that's a nice play. Miles Crawley is the quarterback. Good snap, good pressure too. He had no chance, just had to unload that ball as full away. He's had a good day, one of the better punters in the SWAC. That one was almost blocked, though. His kick is long. It's going to hit at the 4 and bounce to about the 8-yard line. That's going to be a good job. Look at the G-men. And the pass is going to come from Williams. And it's going to be picked off. So Williams may have caused that.
See, he throws it flat-footed. And Trent Henry does a remarkable job with the NFL-style interceptions with 2 feet in at full control.
That was beautiful.
Again, that's one you want to throw away.
So Grambling goes to Floyd. Floyd dancing in the hole, and he delivers a blow as he goes down at about the 8-yard. Tigers go to the run again, and he takes it inside the 5, maybe down to the 2-yard line. That is chalk again on the carry.
And they pull that line.
Tigers knocking on the door here. Crawley gives it inside, and it's a touchdown for Grambling. Good run inside for the TD. I think it's, let's see, it's number 3. That would be chalk again on the carry for the touchdown for the Grambling. Second half at quarterback. Back in action again. This time he'll give it to Keno Marset. And I think overall that Grambling defense, he said we could have been a lot closer because we had so many miscommunications on defense that led to receivers being wide open, and that's something he wanted to fix. And obviously
today.
3rd down and 6. And Williams, his pass is caught, but what a big tackle by the Tigers. So Grambling with the handoff and a big gain on the play. And way to finish off that run. How about that run? That was number 6, Dejon Richard on the carry.
That was a hole. Gerald Wells was trying to block for him, but he ran right by him.
And there you saw another quick play to the Grambling Tigers. And another big one by the Grambling Tigers, and it's a touchdown. Number 6, Dejon Richard on the carry, and he gets into the scoring parade.
You talk about capping it off, right? And they're able to cap off. And again, look at the offensive line block. There's 62 again, creating the huge hole, and he finishes it off.
Yeah, he did a good job. Oh, another fumble in the backfield. The Tigers are after it, and instead it's recovered by guess who? It's recovered by number 10. It's the young man we were just talking about, Medrick Burnett Jr. Fumbles, and now the G-men are knocking at the door again. This time, the keeper right there. He takes it in for the touchdown. That is the backup quarterback, Julian Calvez, on the keeper. And the touchdown.
He went in with stop, covers a lot of ground. Doesn't look like he's exploding, but watch, he is just churning up the ground there. He even slowed down towards the end. Did a little.
To the 10-yard line after the penalty. They put Marset in motion, and they give straight away to Young, and that time he had no room at all. So Young is spun down in the backfield.
Try to eat a little bit, try to do too much, and then they just lost their focus, and then, you know, mistakes happen.
Give is to Young again. And he's brought down in the crowd there, almost a face mask call, but he took the handoff in time. The game for Grambling on defense. As Antoine Williams passes, has a man open, and that's a touchdown, and that's a first down, and then he slipped down. That's Keon Brown. 1st and 10 for the Lions, and another big run. You can see George Young still running hard. You know, I don't know. I remember our defensive coordinator coming over and saying, you know what, fellas? Y'all going to kill that horse if y'all don't start playing some defense out here. So, I mean, that kind of gets the message around. That poor horse was huffing and puffing and all that. We didn't see Saquon Smith throw the football very much. And another give up the middle. So right now, look at George Young go. Excuse me, that is the big fella, Wilbon. Young goes out of the game, and Wilbon snuck in there, number 9 in the back.
That's what I could. It's just want to. He wants to score.
Another run by Wilbon, and he just runs over a couple of defenders over there.
He wants you to know that.
Lions fake it to Young. Throwing back near the sidelines. It's a completed pass, and that is complete. Yeah, he was a foot off. He was a yard offside. Here comes a big run by Young. That was a little bizarre because there was no call there, and the officials, they're going to keep letting it go. Tigers jumped on defense, and here comes the flag. He didn't want to throw it, but he did. It's an incomplete pass, and it may have been defensive interference. Give us to Young, and Young stacked up and then dropped. So that Tigers defense still hustling, capped the game off. So he did a fantastic job. And Young carries again, and he's in for the touchdown. George Young puts it in for a late touchdown.
Yeah, Lewis, you talked about him, 11 total tackles for him. He played a whale of a game, and you're right, that interception.
Serge Champagne, and it's going to be blocked again. Ball is loose. And the Tigers, one Tiger was getting away from it. It's picked up now by Grambling. That's a live ball. That is a live ball and a big return by the Grambling Tigers.
Yeah,
how about that?
Superstar, but just great play from your whole team. And honestly, as a coach, it's probably your best style of win, right? You don't want it to depend on someone. You want everybody stepping up at different types of the game. I thought defensively, Sundiata Anderson, even though his stats may not be, he was a force the entire game. Certainly early, he put lots of pressure and kept their quarterbacks on their heels.